Have you ever noticed that one girl at school? She wears the same uniform, the same shoes, the same backpack everyone else has. Yet somehow she always looks more put together. Not flashy, not covered in expensive makeup, not wearing designer clothes, just effortlessly neat. And every time you see her, you wonder, how does she do it? Here's the secret. Looking neat has very little to do with how expensive your clothes are, and almost everything to do with the tiny details most people ignore. Because your brain doesn't judge an outfit one piece at a time. It creates an overall impression in seconds. Psychologists call this thin slicing. Our tendency to form quick impressions based on very small cues. That means people aren't just noticing your uniform. They're noticing your posture, your hair, your shoes, how you carry your backpack, whether your clothes look cared for, whether you look rushed or intentional. The good news, none of these things require you to be rich. Most of them don't even cost money. They're simply habits. And today I'm going to show you 7 simple ways to look neat and presentable at school every single day. Not to impress other people, but because when you look put together, you often feel more confident too. Let's start with the habit that changes everything before you even walk out the door. 1. Make your uniform look cared for. Here's something funny. 2 students can wear the exact same uniform, and one of them somehow looks 10 times more polished. Why? Because people don't notice brands first. They notice care. A clean, wrinkle-free uniform immediately tells people, I take care of myself. You don't need a brand new uniform every term. You just need one that looks loved. Iron it the night before if you can. If you don't have an iron available, hang your uniform neatly after washing instead of leaving it crumpled in a pile. Replace loose buttons before they fall off. Trim loose threads, and if your white shirt has started looking dull, wash it according to the care instructions to keep it as bright as possible. These are tiny details, but together they make a huge difference. Looking neat isn't about wearing expensive clothes. It's about respecting the clothes you already own. 2. Your hair is the first thing people notice. Before people notice your earrings, before your backpack, before your shoes, they usually notice your hair. Not because it has to be perfectly styled, but because your hair frames your entire face. You could have the neatest uniform in school, but if your hair looks tangled, oily, or rushed, it's often the first thing that catches the eye. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is consistency. Find 1 or 2 simple hairstyles that suit your hair type and your school's rules. A sleek ponytail, a neat braid, a low bun, or wearing your natural hair in a clean. If you wear a hijab, keep it neat, comfortably pinned if you use pins, and choose a style that stays tidy throughout the day. And here's a little trick. Keep a small comb or brush in your school bag. By lunchtime, your hair has probably moved around more than you realize. A 30-second touch-up before your next class can completely refresh your look. It takes less than a minute, but people notice. 3 clean shows quietly change everything. Let's play a game. Imagine 2 students. Both are wearing spotless uniforms. One has clean shoes, the other has dusty, muddy shoes with untied laces. Who looks more put together? Exactly. Your shoes finish the outfit. They're one of those details people don't consciously think about. Yet they still affect the impression you leave. If your school shoes are leather, wipe them down regularly with a soft cloth. If they're canvas, clean them according to the care instructions when they get dirty. You don't need brand new shoes. You just need clean ones. 4. If your bag is a mess, your day will feel like one. A messy school bag doesn't just waste your time. It quietly affects how you feel. Psychologists have found that clutter can increase feelings of stress and make it harder to focus. When your surroundings feel chaotic, your mind often follows. Now compare that to opening a bag where everything has its place. Your books are stacked neatly. Your pens actually work. You know exactly where your calculator is. You don't panic. You don't scramble. You simply reach in and grab what you need. That kind of organization doesn't just make you look prepared. It makes you feel prepared. 5. Smell fresh even after a long school day. Let's be honest, school days are long. You walk between classes. You sit in hot classrooms. You carry heavy bags. By the afternoon, almost everyone feels less fresh than they did in the morning. But smelling clean isn't about wearing a strong perfume that everyone notices from across the hallway. In fact, less is often more. Good hygiene is the real secret. Take a shower regularly. Wear clean clothes. Use deodorant if it's appropriate for you. Brush your teeth before school. And if possible, keep a small pack of tissues, a travel-sized deodorant, lip balm, or a toothbrush in your bag for a quick refresh if your school allows it. People might not always remember what perfume you wore, but they will remember how comfortable they felt standing next to you. Freshness is one of those quiet things that leaves a lasting impression. 6. Check yourself before you leave the house. Here's a habit I wish everyone had. I call it the 5-second mirror rule. Right before you walk out the door, stop. Take one last look at yourself. Ask yourself 5 simple questions. Is my collar sitting properly? Is my shirt tucked in neatly? Is my hair still in place? Are my shoes clean? Did I forget anything important? 5 seconds. That's all it takes. Those 5 seconds can stop you from spending the rest of the day with toothpaste on your sleeve, an untied shoelace, or realizing halfway through first period that you left your homework on your bed. Looking put together isn't about being perfect. It's about paying attention. 7. The most attractive thing you can wear is good posture. Now, let me tell you something that surprised me when I first learned it. You can wear the neatest uniform in school, have perfect hair, spotless shoes, and still look untidy. Why? Because of the way you carry yourself. Posture changes the way people see you, but more importantly, it changes the way you see yourself. Studies have shown that the way we carry our bodies can influence how we feel in certain situations. Standing tall won't solve every problem, but it can remind you to take up space with confidence instead of shrinking yourself. So tomorrow morning, before you leave for school, lift your chin just a little. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath and walk into school like you belong there, because you do. Here's what I hope you remember after this video. Looking neat isn't about trying to be better than anyone else. It isn't about having the newest shoes, the most expensive backpack, or the prettiest face in the room. It's about self-respect. It's about showing yourself that you're worth the extra 5 minutes in the morning. Because when you start taking care of the little things, you begin treating yourself differently. And when you treat yourself differently, the world often responds differently too.